Welcome to our journey exploring how pumpkins transformed from a simple food to an iconic symbol of autumn, Halloween, and American culture.
Let's begin.
Native to North America, pumpkins have been cultivated for thousands of years. The earliest indigenous inhabitants were the first to domesticate pumpkins, using them not only as a food source but also for various practical purposes. Pumpkins were a crucial part of their diet, providing essential nutrients and serving as a reliable food that could be stored through the winter. As a New World plant, pumpkins were introduced to Europe in the 15th and 16th centuries following Columbus's discovery of the Americas.
However, unlike other plants, their legend grew more prominently after Europeans arrived in America. When European settlers came to North America, they quickly embraced pumpkins and incorporated them into their diets. Easy to grow and versatile, pumpkins could be baked, boiled, roasted, and even brewed into beer.
In an 1838 issue of the American Farmer magazine, an early American farmer noted that pumpkins can be grown among the cornfields without significantly affecting the yield of corn or the labor required on the farm. This method of intercropping made pumpkins an ideal companion crop with corn, another staple of early American diets. Consequently, farmers began to cultivate pumpkins more intensively. The interest in growing giant pumpkins surged as these plants indeed had the potential to produce enormous fruits.
In the 19th century, a newspaper called the New England Farmer often reported on giant pumpkins. But what other significant uses did these giant pumpkins have?
Entrepreneurs provided an answer. Their enormous size made them excellent attractions and marketing tools. Merchants displayed giant pumpkins in their stores to attract customers, transforming pumpkins from mere food items to commercial highlights. An 1828 article from the New England Farmer described a pumpkin so large that it was highly admired when displayed in the shop window.
These giant pumpkins became a source of local pride and public curiosity.
According to Samuel Wilson's 1888 seed catalog, pumpkins were highly esteemed for their ornamental value and placed in shop windows and dining halls. A nursery in Massachusetts even reported that a giant pumpkin at an exhibition astonished spectators, inspiring one person to write a poem and another to express great admiration. Beyond giant pumpkins, another globally recognized example of pumpkins in North American culture is the Halloween jack-o'-lantern. The creation of jack-o'-lanterns is closely tied to Halloween traditions. Halloween originated from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, marking the end of summer and the beginning of winter, a time when the boundary between the living and the dead was believed to be the thinnest. The Celts believed that on this day, the souls of the dead would return to the world of the living.
They would light bonfires and wear masks to ward off evil spirits. The origin of the jack-o'-lantern can be traced back to an Irish folktale about Stingy Jack.
According to the legend, Jack was a cunning Irish farmer who loved to play tricks on people. He tricked the devil several times, convincing him not to take his soul. However, when Jack died, he was barred from both heaven and hell due to his misdeeds. Instead, his soul was doomed to wander the earth. The devil gave Jack a burning coal, which Jack placed inside a carved-out turnip, or beet, to create a lantern, lighting his way as he roamed.
This is the origin of the jack-o'-lantern.
Initially, people in Ireland and Scotland would carve turnips, beets, or potatoes to create jack-o'-lanterns, lighting the way for the souls of the dead on Halloween night. But when they arrived in America, they found that larger and more easily carved pumpkins made a better canvas. The association between pumpkins and Halloween grew stronger, thanks in part to the rise of the jack-o'-lantern tradition. Harper's Weekly published one of the earliest illustrations of a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern in 1867, showing how quickly this new tradition took hold. In 1887, the Boston Daily Advertiser reported that Harvard students stole a prize pumpkin to make a jack-o'-lantern. Another report from Newark, New Jersey, described boys placing carved pumpkins on lampposts, creating a monster's head illuminated by the lamp. The reporter noted, the effect of imagining a giant monster's head suspended in midair, with strong light streaming from its eyes, nose, and mouth, is more powerful than words can describe. Thus, pumpkins gradually replaced turnips, becoming the go-to choice for Halloween celebrations in America. By the late 19th century, pumpkins had firmly established themselves in American popular culture. They were no longer just a food source but a symbol of harvest celebrations and Halloween. The term pumpkin patch first appeared in the 1841 American Farmer magazine, describing a small area dedicated to growing pumpkins. Soon after, various pumpkin patches became popular destinations for families seeking the perfect Halloween jack-o'-lantern. Today, pumpkins remain a beloved symbol of autumn. Pumpkin patches, complete with hayrides and corn mazes, are popular fall destinations for North American families. The annual tradition of pumpkin carving brings joy to children and adults alike, while pumpkin-flavored foods and drinks have become seasonal staples.
One of the most significant developments in recent years is the commercialization of pumpkin-flavored products.
From pumpkin spice lattes to pumpkin pies, the taste of pumpkin has become synonymous with fall. This trend can be traced back to the late 19th century when merchants began growing pumpkins for festive decorations and desserts rather than practical purposes. The history of pumpkins is a rich tapestry woven with agriculture, commerce, and culture. From their early days as a vital food source for indigenous people to their status today as iconic symbols of autumn, pumpkins have played an important role in American history. The stories of giant pumpkins, mischievous jack-o'-lanterns, and pumpkin patches reveal the deep connection between this humble gourd and the people who have cultivated and celebrated it for centuries. Next time you see a jack-o'-lantern or enjoy a slice of pumpkin pie, take a moment to appreciate the extraordinary journey of pumpkins through history.
Thank you for joining us in exploring the fascinating history of pumpkins.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.